You know the old saying, cheaters never prosper? Well, in a perfect world, it would be true 100% of the time, but the sad truth is many cheaters do prosper. Cheating and hacking is a constant problem all online communities have to deal with, and Roblox is no exception. While there may be some scammers, cheaters, and hackers out there who have not been caught, we will be looking at some that have. Before we begin, be sure to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with the gamer and see the latest videos on the games you love. Without further ado, here are 10 Roblox cheaters who got what they deserve. 1 times 1 times 1 times 1. Now, with this entry, there is some speculation and some misinformation. 1 times 1 times 1 times 1, who we'll refer to as 1 because that's the answer, is an infamous Roblox user that some have called a hacker. Others say he's an exploiter because he managed to insert control scripts into online places. Apparently, some of these exploits included a game where it would rain heads and say things like, "He's coming back," and "1 is coming for you." Whatever the context is, 1 has been banned from Roblox. His games are still viewable on the site, but his account is no longer available. Some people have made videos claiming 1 has returned, or that he managed to get back onto the game, and it might be true, but so far there's nothing to stop someone from just making a new account with the same username. Most people claiming to be the cheater have probably just copied his username, and that's it. Either way, this user and the mystery surrounding him sprang up back in Roblox's origins, so whether any of this is true or not remains to be seen. What do you guys think? Do you think 1 is a hacker, or is he just a user who found a cool exploit and got banned for it? Minish. Sometimes the best of us can fall prey to the dark side. Many times we see respected members of the community fall and give in to underhanded tactics. Don't believe us? Why don't you look up the T. Martin CSGO betting scandal? The point is, sometimes good players can go bad. This is the case with Minish, a well-known builder who, during Roblox's earlier years, was very active as a builder, forumer, and fighter within the Roblox community. He had his account terminated in 2009, but not for hacking or cheating directly. In an interview with Daily Roblox Life, he explained how a friend of his found a program capable of shutting down servers. This friend showed it to a mod who subsequently took the program. Minish wanted to talk with the mod to get the program back, and as a result, got the ban hammer dropped on him. After all this, there was a lot of confusion about why exactly Minish was banned. Some claimed he was a hacker all along with the program, while others believe the story that was told in the interview. Either way, Minish was banned and has not been seen with the name since. Jared Valdez 4. Perhaps the one thing worse than a cheater is a copycat. Imagine making your own content and working really hard on it, only for someone bigger and more popular to come along and steal it, claiming it is their own. Well, it happens all the time, especially on YouTube. This is the case with user Jared Valdez 4. This guy got around. His account had about 17.8 million visits, so he was very, very popular. What makes this user so infamous, however, is his rampant copying. When he was active, he would go into places and games, copy them, and then post them to his own page. Many people claim Jared is a hacker, but he maintained that he copied these places because they were not copy-locked. There's been no confirmed evidence of hacking on Jared's part, but the fact remains he took people's work and tried to credit himself as the creator. Some of the places Jared is accused of copying are the games Be a Pet and Survive a Disaster, What Am I Drawing, Dead or Alive, and much more. Jared is now banned on Roblox, and his account no longer shows up when you search for him. The lesson here is simple: don't steal other people's work. Julius Coles V2. Now with this next entry, people seem to hate him a lot more than Jared. Julius Coles V2 was another popular user who was terminated because he tried to copy another user's game. He made the game Have a Family in the Town of Robloxia, which is a carbon copy of the game Welcome to Robloxia. As the story goes, as soon as he uploaded this game, it was put under review and his account was eventually terminated. Now what sets Julius apart from Jared is the fact that he received a large amount of backlash from a lot of Roblox YouTubers and the community at large for copying the popular game Welcome to Robloxia and offering free models without crediting the creators. Julius took this a step further by ranting and raving on his YouTube channel, often laden with profanity and provoking his critics. It was after all this that Julius was terminated and his places were permanently put under review. This has not stopped Julius, as he has made multiple accounts, all of which were subsequently banned. It just goes to show a copycat is bad, but a toxic YouTuber who rants about being banned for copying other people's games is even worse. SONICTHEHEDGEHOGXX. We know this list is supposed to be cheaters who got what they deserved, but some cheaters and thieves continue to profit from others' work. Thankfully, the success is offset by having a tarnished reputation and no one really respecting you in the community. This is the case with user SONICTHEHEDGEHOGXX. Here we have another person who frequently steals places and uses free models without giving the proper credit. The thing about Sonic is, aside from having a name with 2 X's at the end of it, he's the leader of one of the largest Roblox groups in the game. He is in charge of the place First Encounter Assault Recon, or FEAR, which is a play on the horror shooter of the same name. People have criticized Fear Roblox for being a glorified Sonic fan club with inflated numbers that players have speculated are made of fake accounts. After all this controversy and hate, Sonic was banned. Many people believed for a while that his account was deleted, but lo and behold, Sonic returned. Because there was no proof his account had been deleted and he was unbanned only a few days later, many players believed he was brought back to Roblox, which we find to be unlikely. Of the millions of users in the game, why would the creators or moderators bring back such a controversial figure? Christina8787. What do you define as a cheater? Someone who breaks the rules in order to get ahead in a game? Do you think someone who exploits the game is a cheater? These are interesting questions indeed, and in this entry we will be looking at someone who used pretty underhanded tactics to make sure her game was as popular as possible. User Christina8787 created the controversial place Club Christie. What is this game? It doesn't really matter for this entry because in order to generate views and thumbs up for her game, she created advertisements that criticize another famous Roblox user known as Iron Enforcer, and his place Iron Cafe. Iron Enforcer didn't respond to these attacks directly, but a lot of his fans were quick to come to his defense, calling Christina an attention-seeking nobody. This would not be the last time this attention-seeking nobody would try to seek attention. She was also known for being in a feud with Roblox user ZioZioMan after he made a video criticizing her place. She, of course, retaliated with a video of her own, and well, the rest is history after that. People who want attention will get what they want in the end because to them, being hated is the same thing as being loved. That's pretty deep. Cheaters. Now we've been talking about cheating in the traditional sense, but in this entry we will be talking about something a little closer to real life and a little stranger. We are going to be talking about cheating in the dating sense, when a partner has a relationship with someone else despite already being in a relationship. Now you're probably wondering to yourself, how do you cheat on someone in Roblox? Well, sometimes truth is stranger than fiction. You see, the idea of having an online girlfriend or boyfriend is a concept as old as the internet itself. Two people who've never met in real life could totally have a relationship. Even more, people could just pretend or fake to have partners to fulfill something that's been broken inside them for a long time. The point is, if you search up on YouTube, you'll find hundreds of videos in this new weird subgenre of Roblox where people will recreate breakups, make skits about cheating partners, or have Roblox social experiments, which is a play on the popular social experiment type of video found on YouTube. Be warned, however, some of this content may not be suitable for younger audiences, which, given the fact that this is happening in Roblox, a game played primarily by younger players, makes this all the weirder. PHEEDY. A thief breaks into someone's house, takes a gun, and then goes out and fires at someone with said gun. Do we blame the thief or the gun owner? While this example may be a bit too nuanced for a video on Roblox, the example does raise some questions. Who is responsible for their own actions? PHEEDY was a user who sold his account way back in 2007 to an anonymous user before the infamous 2012 hack. What happens next, according to a forum post about the incident involving PHEEDY, was that he and other hackers could hack into the Roblox database and unban many banned users. This included Minish, and then they made themselves moderators for the forums. We will talk more about the April Fool's hacking, but this raises a few questions. If the story's to believe, then PHEEDY had sold off his account. Would the original owner of the account be held responsible? We say no. While this hacker did have the original PHEEDY's account, it was inactive for about 5 years until anything malicious happened. In any case, PHEEDY was banned quickly afterwards, but many players claimed he merely jumped ship and made a new account. The Cool Kids. If you frequent social media, you've probably heard of some hacker groups like Anonymous, Our Mine, and Poodle Corp. Hacking groups are not a new concept, and the idea of a group of hackers working together can sound a little scary. There is such a group in Roblox, and they go by the name Cool Kid. This group of hackers and exploiters are infamous for going into people's games and completely wrecking shop. Go and search them on YouTube. You'll find tons of videos and first-hand accounts of players seeing Cool Kid and even being hacked by the group. According to their account, they joined in 2013 and were active back in the summer of 2014. His avatar would be an all-red sprite, and he would be wearing a shirt reading Team Cool Kid joined today. He would invade games like Natural Disaster Simulator and work at a pizza place. Some have said Team Cool Kid had over 50 members, but eventually, Cool Kid got banned and so did everyone else who was a part of his team. Some have speculated that Cool Kid had someone come back, but that has yet to be seen. I guess even in a group, cheaters can be punished too. April Fool's 2012. Everyone enjoys a good prank on April Fools. Ever since the age of the internet, online pranks and hoaxes have become more and more elaborate to the point where people actually fall for it. Of course, there have been a lot of hoaxes, myths, and rumors in the world of Roblox, but none really take the cake like the April Fool's hack of 2012. On April 1st, 2012, hackers managed to take over the entire Roblox site and proceeded to mess with it in fun and hilarious, if not inappropriate ways. In fact, the hack was so bad the online trade shop was temporarily closed down. However, the hackers did more than just take down the store. They also messed with the banner header. The phrase at the top of the website changed every time someone would refresh it, and it would often have inappropriate slogans and lines written on it. They also messed with the prices on certain items. During the hack, a hat item called a Dominus Infernus, which usually goes for 618 million Roblox, was given away basically for free. There are videos and screenshots available from the hack, and some of the images include messages from banned users who mysteriously got unbanned. While everything went back to normal, April Fool's 2012 will live on as the biggest hack to ever happen in Roblox. And those were 10 Roblox cheaters who got what they deserved. Do you remember a time you were cheated in Roblox? Did we miss any cheaters? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to see the latest videos on the games you love. While you're at it, why don't you go and look at our playlist? We are sure you will find your next favorite video there. Later!